Welcome to GODlab Teevee. Here's our host, Brother Doc.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you're checking this out. This is Brother Doc of the GODlab, and today I have a special guest. Not only is she my cousin, but she's an inspiration to entrepreneurs of color and women of color across the world. I have the one and only from the Goodie Bag. I'm talking about Miss Darlene Edwards. How you doing, cousin?
Hello, cousin. I am well. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
I just want you to know we are the best goodie bag.
Oh, my bad. That's right.
We're the best goodie bag.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that. You absolutely are the best. And so I've been wanting to catch up, but you ladies have been on a roll. So for the listeners or the viewers out there, can you just give like a little history of the best goodie bag and what were some of the accomplishments that you ladies and gentlemen, can't forget my cousin Alan, have experienced?
Well, we started from home a long time ago, and I can't even remember. And we started this business by chance. I don't know if you remember, but when we first moved to Valley Stream, I gave my mother a big birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like a family reunion, and we wanted to do everything ourselves, because my mother, she was that traditional grandmother.
Right.
And we just wanted to shower her with love and do everything ourselves. So from there, and when I say everything, we did the cakes and the cupcakes and everything. And we really did not know what we were doing, but it turned out well. And from there, people started asking us, or we started just every time somebody had an event, we just would make cakes or cupcakes and just bring it to a family function or whatever until people started asking us to do it. So fast forward to, I guess, 2018, we moved here in 2008 and we worked from home for 10 years.
Wow.
Until our business grew so much that we had to actually get a brick and mortar. And that was in 2018, we opened a store.
Wow.
Bag. So from there, we are here. We opened right before the pandemic. We have been blessed. And when I tell people all the time, and it's the truth, like we did not know what we were doing. Nothing, as far as baking or running a business, but everything we did, like just, God said, this is what you're going to, and I promise you, Stevie, I'm saying this, and I tell people all the time that we started because God said, this is what you're going to do. And we just followed what he said to do. And doors have opened for us all the time. We have had like the accomplishments that you asked about, like we have been featured on Netflix.
That's right.
There was a baking competition show that we were in. We didn't ask for it. It just came to us. And we're a small little, I don't even know how people find us, but I do know how they find us. We've been on CBS News. They highlighted our store. News 12 a couple of times have highlighted our store. We've been it's so many different things that we have been that we didn't know anything but other than following, the direction of God. And I promise you, I'm serious, so that is how we started, and we're here and we're just waiting for, what else is gonna happen.
Amen. Amen. Expectation, right? Anticipation of the blessings. That's really nice. So that's inspiring. And I didn't know the journey was like that long. A lot of times people see the product or they see the brick and mortar and, oh yeah, okay, I know y'all bake, it just happened. But to hear that it took 10 years to really make this come into fruition is really it's mind blowing, because I didn't really know the story, So I was like, oh wow, I didn't know it was 10 years. So you fast forward, we go from home, brick and mortar, right? What was perhaps maybe your toughest obstacle to overcome for future entrepreneurs, and maybe something that people can avoid? So what was the toughest obstacle and how did you overcome it, if you don't mind sharing?
Well, I feel like we have not overcome it. We're still going through it. just like I said, it's not where we went to school or, this is not even something that we planned on doing. As you know, I'm retired NYPD.
That's right.
Second, and I failed to mention it's not me by myself, it's myself, my two daughters and my niece that actually we're a full family business.
That's right.
And my youngest daughter was in the 7th grade when we first started doing it. So she actually is the only person that received any type of formal training because she was a kid.
She
So
was
it was
still a
now
kid, right?
right. So she went to school. She has a degree in hospitality management and culinary arts. But my other daughter and my niece, they were already, older. They had, were in their careers. So one works for the police department, and Caprice, my niece, was an accountant. Well, not an accountant. She went to school for accounting.
Right.
So the hardest thing was really we didn't know anything as far as where you go to how you start a business. It was really because I'm a talker, I'm a Hoyt, just like
Right.
you are.
That's
And we
right.
have that talking gene in us. So I always ask questions and I talk to people. So everywhere I went, if I was going to the supermarket, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing this business. I found stuff, and they're like, oh, you can go here and you could buy stuff in bulk, or you can go here. And this is where, you go to this in Nassau County, this is where you go, you got to get a license. That was the hardest thing for me and for us because we did not, like I said, it was by chance. So that is something that was hard. So even as far as your financials, we didn't know, I did not know what to do. I just, knew, okay, with whatever money we had, I just was saving the money.
Right.
Let's save it because I know one day, I don't know what's going to happen,
Right.
but something's going to happen. So whatever we made, we didn't even take any money. We just saved and put it in the bank. So I would say, learn your finance. And now we have a store and we have been we're here and, we have customer, we have revenue, but I'm learning, different things, different mistakes I may have made in the past because I did not understand the business aspect of it. I'm just in there, the baking and the decorating and, it's growing, but the behind the scenes, the different things that you need to learn. So if you want to, I would say, maybe take a course, to know what to expect, because that is something that still right now, but we have a mentor. There's different things that we have now that we didn't have in the past that is pushing us in the right direction. So
Gotcha. Speaking of the right direction, thank you for sharing the journey. You just completed. So for you, you're still in the process of achieving and learning, excelling. Can you tell us a little bit about the program you just completed, if you don't mind?
yes, I just went through I sighed because it was a very intense but well worth program. I
Okay.
would say it was a program through Goldman Sachs. It's called Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. And the program is geared to help you grow your business. They don't give you the money to grow your business. They give you all the tools that you need. They help change the way you think in order to grow your business. Now, they did put a lot of resources in front of, a lot of resources as far as financials, as far as marketing. Every week we learned something new, and it was a 15-week program. And it was we had homework. It was a 1 day a week program that you were actually on site, but it was a 7-day week commitment, to the program because it was very intense. But my mindset has changed from going through this program, and I highly recommend anybody that is, maybe has already started your business because there's certain criteria that you have to meet in order to be a part of the program, and you are selected. It's not like you just sign up for it. It's from the beginning, it's the selection process. You have to be interviewed. It's a lot, but it's worth it, So I'm very happy that I completed the program because it was.
We're proud of you and congratulations. Because I remember when I was conversing with you maybe a couple of months ago when I came down to visit you ladies, and you were like, "Man, it's intense." I was like, "It sounds intense," but then you made it. So thank God
Yeah.
for that. Kudos
Yes.
to you and congratulations. So, cuz,
Thank you.
oh, you're welcome. Thank you for doing it to serve as a model for us to show that we can achieve as well.
Mhm.
I know we got this Juneteenth event coming up, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us what it's about, when it's occurring? And I got a few questions about that, if you don't mind.
Okay. So we're actually having our Juneteenth event on June 18th, although June 19th is the actual holiday for Juneteenth. And I don't, just in my head, I am community driven. I've always been, even like service driven, from my previous career to now. And I just like, I really love where I live, and I want, it to, just not my business to succeed, but I
Mhm.
want, my community to thrive as well.
Gotcha.
So, and when I say community, I just don't mean, where I live, Valley Stream,
Right,
my community, my people,
right,
I mean,
right,
everybody, that's my community.
right.
So, I know Juneteenth is, although it's not a new holiday to many people, is
Mhm.
a new like holiday that is a federal holiday or state holiday that people actually get the day off for. So I was thinking, how can we do something to not to celebrate the holiday, because it is an Independence Day,
Right.
it's a freedom day,
That's
and
right.
people have been celebrating it, for years, but I want other people, and a lot of people don't even know, still. And I just didn't want this day, now that it's, a holiday that, is expanding. I want people to understand what the holiday is for.
That's right.
But, and I want, folk to know, it's just not another day to have off. So, I, and I'm laughing because just goes in my head, or, and I like with us, like, how can we do, what can we do? So it really was not, we just said, what can we do? It's not like we wrote stuff down. I'm like, I want to do this, let's celebrate it.
Right.
So we are, now I don't know what, like, what your question is, because I ramble sometimes.
No, no,
So I
no.
don't know if, so it's something that is, which I'm trying to figure, how can we put everything together so we can have a fun day, so we
Right.
can learn about the holiday, so we
Sure.
can bring people together,
Right.
so we can highlight businesses, Black businesses in particular, but we have a diverse community. So it is community, so if you come to our event, you will see a lot of, other people, just mixed people that are there. And that's something that I want, because this way everybody can learn what the importance of this holiday. So that's what we're trying to do.
No, and I'm glad that you took the lead on that. So, what are some of the highlights of the activities that we can expect? Is it a block party? Is it a cookout? Is it a little bit of festival? Is it?
Right. We'll see what happens, but it's a little bit of all of those things.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So yeah, so where we're actually having it is on the block of my store and on the side street. So the block, and this is the first year. I actually want it to be so big that next year they come and ask us, can we do it again?
Nice.
So I got the permit, like where my block is, we can't close off the street
Okay.
because it's the fire route, is the bus goes through. And I know that's just because this is our first event. Because I know things can happen,
Right.
but I accept that right now. So, but my sidewalk is very large, and the side block, we're allowed to cut off half of that block. So it will be the front and side of where our stores are located. So it is a block party. And what we plan on having, so we will have some festivities. We have like the high school, and this is where I want to bring the community, like everybody in. So the high school, one of the high schools that's close in the area, their honor society, social studies, some of the students from their honor society are going to come and actually speak on Juneteenth.
Nice.
right?
Okay.
So I have from Nassau County, the Office of Minority Affairs. They're going to come out and set up a table where you can get information on minority affairs. They help with the development of all minorities, not just, Black people, but minorities. You can get information on how, like as far as business or jobs or, different things. It's minority affairs. So they're setting up a table. That's Long Island Jewish Hospital of Valley Stream. They're coming to set up a table, a wellness station where you get blood pressure and different things.
Right.
But I have Health First. They're coming out to set up a table for, say, people who don't have insurance. You'll be like, health insurance, not life insurance. Health insurance, where you, depending on your income, it may be free. So they're setting up a table for people who may not have health insurance. We have different vendors that will be selling some of their goods, and get to know. We have a person that does real estate. We have a person that does insurance. Well, they do wills, a lawyer that does wills, trusts, but we also have line dancers that's going to come and dance and
Nice.
perform. We have a dancing school that's going to come, and some of their dancers are going to perform. We have a food truck. We just the other day, the Chamber of Commerce, they're trying to see if they can get somebody to set up a table, but they just text me the other day and said somebody wants to donate a bounce house. So
Wow.
and I'm telling, this is the community. Staples, which is right there, they donated like 50 gift boxes that I can give out to the kids, which is right in the community. McDonald's donated gift cards that I can give out. And this is just for me going walking and asking and talking about
Right. It's networking. Yeah.
It's so crazy. So in my head, I see it being this fabulous event. And that's what we're planning for. But it's the community. Like we have people that's coming from, that from Valley Stream, but from Queens, from Suffolk County, from Brooklyn. So it's just, that's my community. Which
Right.
is one community, and I want to bring us all together.
Nice. So it sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I hope
It's
so.
celebrating the culture, celebrating unity, and especially the love that's in the community. I'm impressed because it just seemed like you just did word of mouth or networking and actually hitting the pavement, so to speak, and getting all these people. So I'm hoping I'm gonna try to come. I really want to come because it sounds so much fun, and really looking forward to it. Is it a free event?
It is it is free. I mean, it's free to come participate, but we will have some vendors that will be selling some wares, so you can support some of the local businesses that are there, vendors, and get to know. We have I forgot to mention that we have a person that does hair. She's going to do ponytail, like a demonstration of doing hair. So, there are people that we have a photographer that's coming, they're going to be giving out stuff as well. We have a groomer, a dog groomer, that she has a van that she's going to come, and she's going to, like if you bring your dog, she'll clip all the dog's nails for free. It's some things that we haven't like even announced yet, because so many people are coming. I'm scared because so many people yes, they want to participate, but it is free. But there are you will have to pay for certain things, like the food truck that's coming. You have to buy stuff from there. But you don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. We just want you to come out and just have a good time.
I feel it. Well, I'm looking forward to it. So what's the time? Like what's the I know the date is Sunday, June 18th.
18th, right?
And
from 11 to 5. It's from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Gotcha.
Now it's on Sunday, and it's also Father's Day.
That's right.
So you can come after you go to church and bring your dads with you. If you bring your fathers with you, because it's family. It's not just for any one particular person. It's for everybody. So bring your dads with you.
Sounds really good. It sounds fun. What I'm gonna put the address on. I'll probably show the flyer, but I'm gonna definitely support it. Do you have any closing words to the listeners or the viewers out there? It could be a piece of advice, any words of inspiration. I mean, it's already been inspirational.
I
If
don't
that's the case. You want to
I
say
don't know. I
anything?
mean, well, what I do tell people, because and as far as like being an entrepreneur, or sometimes people are scared to make a move. They might feel, oh yeah, I want to do this, but I'm scared. That's a good thing. It's fine to be scared, because if you're scared, it makes you think more. And if it's something that you're good at, and if it's something that you want to do, I say do it. Nothing beats a trial but a failure. And if you don't try, you have already failed. And I tell people, I'm not a selfish person. I don't think that because we're in this business that I can't give you help. I tell people, I don't care. You come to me, whatever information I have, I'll share it with you. So if you don't try, you have failed. And the worst thing that can happen is that you failed. You didn't die, you didn't
Right.
stab, you're not in jail, you just failed and you can start
Sure.
again.
That's right.
But the best thing that can happen is if you succeed, and it's limitless of what can happen. So if you have something that you want to do, try it. You never know what may happen,
My name is Foxy Roxy. If you enjoyed today's program, like, subscribe, and share. Join the GODlab Nation. See you next week. God bless. Remember, give God the best of your life for the rest of your life.